Now on UHAS Base TV, a summary of all the latest news on campus throughout the week. It's the news at 6.
You're watching the news at 6. I am Setu Chinam. Our main headlines. President Ekufuado arrived on UHAS campus to join the celebrations of the UHAS 10th anniversary. He commissioned a 680-bed capacity hostel at the main campus, SOKODE. We'll have the latest from today's event. Also tonight, RUDOLF SUNNYDAYS is declared Federal SRC President following the ruling of the SRC Appeals Board. Senior Staff Association of the Universities in Ghana embark on an indefinite strike. And the contestants for the Miss UHAS 2022 were revealed. Hello and welcome to the news at 6. This is coming to you right from Trafalgar campus. Do stay with us for the latest news on campus. The President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Ekufuado, joined the university community in celebrating its 10th anniversary. A grand debate took place today at the CD Auditorium, which is located at the main campus of the university. There is more in this report by Zenas.
The President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Ekufuado, was at the University of Health and Allied Sciences this morning to join the university in celebrating its 10th anniversary. A grand debate took place at the main campus of the university where the President spoke about the importance of a specialized university in the Ghanaian system.
It should be a right which all of Ghana's youth can avail. Today's youth running barefoot to school could be a future leader of business, industry, or government. Education is the equalizer of opportunity. I'm in this position as President of the Republic because of education. I want every child to attend school, not just for what they learn in books, but for the life experiences that they will gain. I want each of them to look in the mirror in the morning, every morning, and know that they can achieve anything they dream of when they complete their studies.
The event saw various important ministers of state, including the Member of Parliament for Coast Central, as well as former Vice Chancellors and incoming Vice Chancellors. After the ceremony, then came a photo shoot with the President.
680-bed capacity hostel has been commissioned at the main campus of the university. The hostel was commissioned by the President during the visit to the university. This would make it the second hall of residence of the university since its inception in 2012. Juliet reports.
The Grand Debate ended with the commissioning of the newly built SOKODE Hall, named after the traditional area for accommodating the university's main campus. The hostel had a bed capacity of 680, comprising of 4 blocks, which will begin to accommodate students from next academic year. This building will be the next hall of residence owned by the school. Reporting for UHAS Base TV, I'm Juliet Esinam.
Now, to the day's other news. After a long legal tussle, the Electoral Commission has declared RUDOLF SUNNYDAYS as the Federal SRC President of UHAS SRC. This would make him one of the presidents with the shortest term of office. So what does this mean for the current acting president, Hagan Kwenu? Let's head to the phone lines and speak to Zenas.
Hi.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You're welcome to UHAS Base TV News at 6.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so as you know, as stated by the constitution of the SRC, the current president, which is Hagan, is supposed to hand over to RUDOLF SUNNYDAYS in 5 days' time. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so that is what the Constitution says. So if you read the Constitution, it says that when there is a problem with elections and it has been solved within 5 days, the acting president is supposed to hand over to the current president. So this will mean that SUNNYDAYS will become one of the shortest acting presidents in US history. Notwithstanding that after he becomes president, it's going to trigger the rest of the electoral process to take over. So we realize that next to follow will be the opening of nominations, then the debate to follow, then the elections, and then we get another president. So basically, by the end of September, the first week in September, he would step down as president, and then we'll get another president.
So how long do you think RUDOLF SUNNYDAYS is going to be president?
Well, not for long. What I'm hearing is that latest by next week, the acting president will hand over to him together with his vice. So by first week in September, I'm sure by first week in September, the whole electoral process will be done, and then we'll have the SRC president.
Okay, so do you think that time frame would be enough for him to fulfill some of the promises he wanted to do, or some of the projects he wanted to do when he was aspiring?
Well, at this point, it's a bit challenging depending on what he wants to do, because he's come to meet a committee, a representative council that's already been working already. So he wouldn't have much to do within that short period, but then he can, of course, do what he wants to do. It may not be something materialistic, but it can be structural or something that students can see that he has done, maybe in terms of academics, education, and something internal. But in terms of something structural, like a building or something, it may be a bit challenging for him.
Okay, so what do you think students' reactions are towards
Well, I've been speaking to some students, and some have been saying that it would have been better if he rejected, because what's the point in becoming SRC president for just a couple of days and all that? So some say if they were him, they would reject it, but he hasn't spoken, he hasn't released any statements or anything, but it looks like he's going to accept it and become president.
So if you were him, what would you have done?
If I were him, I would still take it. I mean, even if you're president for one day, it still matters. I mean, you can make an impact no matter the time that you are given.
Okay, thank you so much, Zinas. Now, there has been a lot of reaction to this story. Our correspondent, Perpetual, caught up with some of the students and filed this report.
After the long legal tussle, the office of the UHAS SRC Electoral Commission has released a communique to the student populace telling them that Master Rudolf Sedem Amuchi has been elected as a new federal SRC president, and would hear reactions of students from the whole campus. Hello dear.
Hello.
I'm Perpetual from UHAS Base TV.
And I'm Naomi, a level 200 public health student.
Have you heard that Master Rudolf Amuji SUNNYDAYS has been elected as a new federal SRC president?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So since you said you are in level 200, then probably you heard the issues that came up during last year's elections, right?
Yes.
So, as a student, what do you think about the whole issue? What's your take on this issue? How do you feel about the whole issue?
Okay. I think somehow it's necessary, and then somehow he being elected at this moment is not necessary. It's not necessary because we barely have 2 months left for the turnout of 2021-2022 presidency to end. Yes. So he being elected at this moment wouldn't do anything for us. He can't even do anything for us because I can remember his manifesto and all the things he wanted to do for us. Within these 2 months, I don't think he can do anything for us. And then I remember watching a video of your interview with Mr. Koinu Hagan, and he also said he had some things in line for us. And so I think we should wait for him and bring up all that he wants to do for us, because it's barely 2 months. But then it's necessary because we should give Mr. SUNNYDAYS, yes, Mr. SUNNYDAYS, maybe some certificates.
I'm Javis, level 200 student.
Okay. So since you're level 200 students, you probably know what went on during last year's election, right? Okay, so as a student, what do you think about the whole issue? How do you feel about the new SRC president that has been elected?
Okay, I would say it's nice and it's necessary, but in some aspects, so it's not that necessary. The reason not being necessary is that it's left with about 2 or 3 months for them to end their tenure, right?
Yeah.
So he being elected, he can't do much to help us because there was an acting one already, so he will be probably doing something, but because he coming in for 2-3 months, he said a lot during his manifesto, and then I don't think he can accomplish that. And then people too, when they see that you are the president, they will start questioning that, oh, when you came, what did you do? Yeah, what did you do? Do anything. In some aspects too, it's necessary because it adds to his CV. It's nice being an SRC president in a school like us.
Thank you. I'm Aban Johnson Pepe, reporting for UHAS Base.
Now, senior staff of the country's public universities declared a strike today. At a conference at the main entrance of the University of Ghana, members of the Senior Staff Association of the Universities of Ghana were asked by their leadership to go home. The association joins a tall list of public sector labor unions who have embarked on strike demanding cost of living allowance, calculated as 20% of basic salary. There is more in this report.
Senior staff of the Universities of Ghana declared an indefinite strike. The Senior Staff Association of the Universities of Ghana declared an indefinite strike action on Wednesday, 13th July 2022, since the government have not made any progress to meet their demand. They demand for better conditions and scheme of service. All the senior staffs of the Universities of Ghana have been entreated to stay away from all university work-related activities, while leadership continues to engage all stakeholders in the bid to address their grievances at stake. The frequency of industrial action by different labor unions in Ghana have greatly increased.
Now let's look at some of the week's other news. The University Choir is holding a 10th anniversary concert on Sunday, the 16th of July, 2022. The Ayalolo card system has begun operations on the main campus of the university. Students are being advised to patronize. The contestants for the Miss UHAS 2022 have been unveiling. An unveiling ceremony took place at the Trafalgar last Sunday, where all the 12 ladies were outdoored. Finally, the SRC will be commissioning a multi-purpose court at the Asogli Hall of Residence tomorrow, and UHAS Base TV caught up with the acting SRC president.
Okay, so basically tomorrow at exactly 2 p.m. at the Asogli Hall of Residence, we'll be commissioning the UHAS SRC multi-purpose court, and we have the Vice Chancellor gracing the occasion as the guest speaker, including other prominent and important people in the university as well. By this, I want to extend an invitation to the entire student populace. It's going to be a very brief event. After about 10 to 15 minutes, we'll be done. and the court is going to be open for students' use as well. It's a multi-purpose court, which means it's a basketball court, a lawn tennis court, and a volleyball court, a game at a time. So I want to see all of you there tomorrow. Thank you.
Well, that's how we're going to wrap up for today's edition of the News at 6. You can get much more news on our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter for breaking news alerts. Subscribe to UHAS Base TV for more video content. Thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful week.